The new episode of Skibidi Toilet has been released. In it, we were shown what happened outside the Skibidi Toilet base during the previous series, as well as what the goal of the agents will be this time. So watch the video until the end. The episode begins with the agent from whose face we watch the events unfold. Amidst the explosions, he looks at his tablet to see what is happening inside the base. The description of episode is, while Alliance were busy with cooking scientist, someone escaped. It is safe to say that the events of this episode take place at the same time as the events of the previous episode. As soon as the door to scientist opens, the signal disappears. In previous episodes, I said that it is possible that when the cameraman's screen shows a message about a transmission or a recording error, this could somehow be connected to Defuck, that he does not want the information about his presence to be transmitted anywhere. And as we can see, this theory turned out to be true. The cameraman raises his head and sees the flying Titan TV man's TV set. Our agent also notices one of the heavily armed Skibidi Toilet firing a missile at the TV, knocking it over. We immediately see all three Titans appear on the battlefield. The Titan picks up the fallen TV and puts it on his left shoulder. Now it's clear why he had a damaged TV on his left shoulder when the Titans came to finish off Scientist in the previous episode. Titan TV man says backwards, "You're already dead." The Skibidi Toilet stayed with an ace in the hole, as giant launchers emerge from the rocks and fire missiles at the Titans. Titan speakerman and Titan cameraman shoot, trying to hit missiles as they approach. And Titan TV man swings his blade. As I assumed in my previous analyses, Titan TV man's blade might have the ability to disable the electronics. Apparently, this theory was correct, as we then see the missiles begin to fall. Unfortunately, they fall on the POV cameraman, who dies. Another POV cameraman, whose face we will see throughout the episode, was watching everything from his tablet. Behind the rocks you can see the explosion, which turned out to be very powerful. But since the Titans are alive in the previous series, there is no need to worry about them. Our POV cameraman is next to the cleaning crew, who are looking around. The mood of the agents is calm and we even see that one of them is dancing. The POV cameraman looks around and we see the repair crew working on the wounded agent. Other members of the squad are talking about something. And there are already dead Skibidi Toilets in the hangars. Apparently, the area around the base of the Skibidi Toilets has already been cleared. The Alliance helicopter falls next to the squad, and the repair team is already running to it. Suddenly the POV cameraman notices a cameraman sitting and looking at some metal seams on the sand. And our operator also notices a keypad on the rock for entering the password. The cameraman shows that there is something down there. Suddenly the ground shook and started to collapse. But the cameraman managed to fly away with his jetpack. It turns out that there is a mechanism underground that opens a large passage to the outside. The team is already standing by. Two Skibidi Toilets fly out of the ground. They are connected by a helicopter and carry a huge container. There are many theories that it might be in there. I will tell you about that later. The agents shoot at the Skibidi Toilets, hoping to knock them down, but they manage to fly away. Suddenly, the agents hear something more threatening down below. From below, G-Man flies out. He loads the lasers and shoots them into a group of agents. The explosion was so powerful that it nearly killed our POV cameraman. He also sees G-Man destroy the agent's helicopter. Next we see a familiar hybrid with a circular saw from episode 66. He holds the repair cameraman and cuts him up. He has also acquired a new weapon, a laser gun, which he shoots at a lying cameraman. G-Man shows him with his eyebrows that he is doing great and the hybrid flies away. By the way, we see three more familiar characters in this scene. First, this is the Skibidi DJ we met earlier in the first part of episode 70 when he was dismantled by Astro Toilet. Apparently he managed to hide, but it's clear that he's a little sad without his speakers. We also notice a Skibidi in a welding mask and a Skibidi in a protective helmet chasing the agents in the second part of episode 68. G-Man notices our operator and shoots him again, causing the debris of the hangar to fall on him. The glitchy image makes it clear that POV cameraman is badly wounded, but he manages to see G-Man fly away, and then the Astro Toilet flies into the debris. By the way, this is the same Astro Toilet that fought the Titans in the first part of episode 70. He looks for something and then flies off in the same direction as G-Man with the other Skibidi Toilets. This is where the episode ends. Now let's take a closer look at the episode, and I'll share my theories and hunches. What was in the container that G-Man decided to take with him? First of all, this container and G-Man himself in the laboratory, we have already seen in the additional episodes of the 69th series. In that episode, G-Man managed the Skibidi toilets and ordered the container to be brought out. But what is so important about it? As far as I am concerned, there are some Astro toilet technologies hidden in it. This will help G-Man escape from them because they are already ready to finish him off. The Astro toilet is looking for this container in the end of episode. Where ordinary Skibidi toilets got these technologies can be explained by the very document where Scientist and the Astro toilet are depicted. Apparently, there was an agreement that Scientist would give the Astro toilets some of the technologies they found. For example, those very books with TV Men technologies. And in return he gets something from the Astro toilets. G-Man obviously wanted to take on the sly. This is in front of the nose of the Astro toilets to protect himself. But where did he fly? Most likely he already had a plan to retreat to some secret base. There he could use the stolen stuff on himself, for example. If G-Man uses them to improve himself, he will become a very formidable opponent even against 3 Titans. But what will the agents do? It seems to me that they will also follow G-Man because he remained the last leader of Skibidi toilets on the Earth. The episode turned out to be quite rich in events, and it is practically part of the previous episode. After all, the events of the 70th episode turned out to be quite large, and DeFuck decided to show what was happening in another place at the same time. And that's it. Subscribe, like and write your theories in the comments. Bye everyone.